Yo, Home Hearties, and welcome to what I believe is episode 130, which feels very odd. I'm used to the progression in this series being a lot faster, but of course, since then I've had multiple breaks and I slowed down uploads. But we have still done a lot of progress. I think I've actually looked into this myself, and it's like, the work done here is around 2 times what we did at the desert base. 2 times the progress in a third of the time. It's absolutely insane, and I am so glad to do it. But anyway, I don't know why I've run all the way over here, because I actually need to go and look at something very important. We all know what it is. It's the bright, the beautiful Dave's Newspaper Incorporated. So, last episode, the first quarter of the project is complete and huge additions are made, which include a large flat field and plannings to connect the project to the ground. Special shout out to Reposal MC. Left a really nice comment, and it genuinely made me happy that day. Comments like the one he left genuinely just make my day. So yes, the first quarter is complete, and here it is. It took a lot of resources. And what's annoying is I'm going to need to do this again over there. And also on that side. 2 more times. I am going to need to replicate this 2 more times. I can do that, right? Although, I have just remembered something that I really wanted to do last episode and completely forgot. So if we just come and... Nice. So anyway, what are we working on today? It's this area behind me, and this bit here too. So basically, this area across here, all around here. So, what I want to do is firstly, at least start on this. I'm not going to complete it. There is no way I'm getting enough moss in this episode to cover all of this. So basically, at least complete one section, I think. And then the other thing is bring this cliff all the way along here. That's right, I am finally adding an endpoint to this side. I always knew it was going to end roughly around here, but I've never actually marked it out. Also, yes, it does mean that we're burying the sheep. So, if I am correct, there should be more. Yep. So, I don't really think we should waste any more time, so let's fill this in. Okay, first part done. So, this is the first section, and I have changed the slope a lot. It is not that steep. It is actually... Oh my god. What are they doing? Anyway, the slope is a bit less steep than it was before. There are still a few bits that are a bit odd, but once it's all sort of covered up with actual grass and stuff, it should all be fine. Which is the next bit that I want to do. So, while I'm not going to be adding bone meal to this field here, because 1, I don't want to, and 2, it will get in the way once, I need to build here, I am going to be adding stuff here, because I don't plan on adding anything on this slope. There might be stuff in the future, but it is not something that I have ever planned. But yeah, so the next part of filling this in is to put grass. So let's add some plant life. Okay, that was 2 minutes. And you might be wondering why I haven't bone mealed it down there. Well, that is because I don't want moss down there, which means it's kind of stupid that I put moss there. I even knew when doing it, I didn't want moss there. So basically, I want to add grass down here, and annoyingly, I don't have a silk touch shovel, so I'm just going to have to put dirt and then wait for the dirt to grow. But I want to put dirt here, let it all change to grass, and then I've got to work out how to do a smooth transition from the grass to the moss, which is not easy. And the thing is, once I place in the dirt and moss, I can't actually then bone meal the moss, because then it would just spread. Meaning, I kind of need to get this perfect first try. Let's, try and work this out. So that is now filled in, and it appears I have some people watching me. So, while the grass hasn't entirely spread, it has actually spread further than I thought it would, and I don't like these bushes. I absolutely love the look of azalea. I love them, on the moss and stuff. On the grass, it really doesn't fit in, I think I am going to remove most of them. But I'm not going to do that now. For now, I actually have different stuff that I want to do. So, as I said, I want to fill in this cliff. And this cliff is going to require a lot of stone. Which means only one thing. I am going mining. What's annoying though, is I can't even mine for precious resources because all of those now appear down at like deep slate and stuff. So I guess this is the next 20 minutes of my life. Let the stone smelting begin. So I've started a load of stone smelting and it's slow. Basically, I'm gonna start the cliff at this side, and then once I know where it's going to like touch the ground down there, I'm just gonna build a line sort of connecting it up there. This may look completely unnatural, and in fact I have a huge feeling it will, but I'm gonna try and work with it. If it doesn't work, then I'm really not sure what I'm going to do. So yeah, if I just add these random bits that sort of poke out, then it looks a bit less like man-made. I think that's good. It may not be perfect, but like I'm going to be changing it as I build it, so it shouldn't really be too much of a concern. So for now, as the sun sets on this wonderful world, let's go into this time-lapse. Welcome back, it's day 2. So yes, the cliff is done and I decided to have a little break after that, so it's now day 2 of recording and here is the finished cliff. So yeah, this is the final cliff. I'm not sure if it's perfect. I think the best version of the cliff is actually round here, like the first one we built, the actual sort of coastline cliff. For some reason, I just prefer the look of these ones to all of the others. Oh, I just realised what it was. I never put andesite. I'll deal with that later. So, for now, I want to actually work on what is over here. So, over here, we have this large open area. It is not filled in, and it is actually kind of the only place that isn't filled in as of now. And I want to change that, obviously. So, what I need to do is, again, bring round another cliff. So I'm going to bring this one round, except I'm going to also need to lower it down as well, a bit like I did there, so that it meets the ground here. And once I lower it down, I'm then going to need to take a pathway from somewhere, I think it might be over there, and then connect it up with that pathway, making complex road networks. So yeah, I have a bit of stone left, but unfortunately, it is not enough. Yeah, the problem is, because I just built a load of stuff with stone and moss, I am now out of stone and moss. So I'm gonna grab some bones, and let's fix that. Okay, we're done, and I found stuff. So, I don't know if you guys know, I might have shown it on camera, but this is where I'm getting all of my stone now. This is actually, like, right where the mines are. The entrance is up there somewhere. But I've just been digging out stone here, and, I found where I'm getting all my lava. Yeah, if you didn't know, there's a ravine under my base, and I've just been getting lava from there whenever I need it. The other thing is, there's this wonderful amethyst here. I actually found it last episode, but, oh! I was just gonna show you how, like, he was just sitting there, and, I forgot that happened. Oh! Anyway. This happened. What on earth is this? So, the final thing that I'm going to do for this episode is fill in this area here. So, I'm going to bring the cliff up, and I'm going to do a slope with moss again there. And then it will all be connected. I know that I'm doing it to make it all look good, but it's also going to save me time because I don't want to walk around there. I'm lazy. I don't want to do that. So the solution is fill in a large area with lots of work just so that I can save 2 seconds. Anyway, let's build it. So that is the end. The end of this episode, because I have nothing else that I want to do, nor have to do, nor have the resources to. It's not just me coming up with excuses. I promise, like, I don't have the resources or the time or anything. But even still, we have made a fair bit of progress. Probably could have made more, but, like, there was nothing that I really wanted to do today either. And don't question this wide open area. I think I'm going to build something here, which is why I have left that area open. Also, the sheep farm is now buried and it is not lit up at all. But yeah, so that is going to end this episode here. I am quite happy with the progress. Like, we have now got a cliff, so I don't have to worry about how I'm going to connect anything to the ground anymore. We've got, like, slopes around, meaning, like, I've now got access to areas a lot easier. I am going to need to do a path here at some point, but that's going to come later because it's going to be a bit more complex and I might need to build the temple first. So what about next episode? I think if I have the stuff, I'm going to finally begin the second quarter of this, which I'm not looking forward to. It's going to be difficult, it's going to be absolutely horrible, and I am going to be crying because of it, but like, that's all fine, right? So yeah, next episode, I think the second quarter will be started. It probably won't be done. Like, it would take a lot of work for that to be done in one episode. And that quarter, I don't know when I'm gonna start it. I don't know when I'm gonna finish it. I know very little about this world. Okay, that got a bit deep. So yeah, now that all of this is done, there shouldn't be too much on doing, like, terrain anymore. Also, this worked quite well. I actually didn't know that the grass would mix with the moss so well like that, but it's honestly not that noticeable. So yeah, that should be the end of terrain, really. Like, I'm going to be doing these sections as well, but But yeah, I don't think I'm going to make much of a deal out of doing these sections here, because while I am going to be doing it, like, it's not that important. So yeah, no more terrain for now. The Colosseum I might expand on in the future, but the main focus is the second quarter. So that is going to end this episode here. I really hope you have enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.